this year. And he came back and he beat Matt Donovan in the second round, but Donovan was not the kind of a fighter that really you could learn much from that. There's Marvin Hagler and his record as he loosens up in the ring. 28 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, and as you can see, he can also throw the knockout punch and put his man.
Pilot right there.
I'll tell you, that reminds Eugene Cyclone Hart of Benny Briscoe. The Cyclone might be in trouble. There he is, Eugene Cyclone Hart. Both men, 24-year-old. They are middleweights. Hart weighing 161 pounds, Hagler 160 this evening. They're getting their official instructions before the start of what should be a dandy scheduled for 10 rounds. Both men with dynamite in their fists. They're wearing the 8-ounce gloves. Reviewing once again the 5-point must system for scoring. The 3 knockdown rule in effect. And it will be in the near corner in the white trunks, Eugene Hart. In the far corner in the dark trunks, Marvin Hagler. Now we're set to go with round 1. There's the bell.
What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbookboxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to continue to examine 100 years of World Championship fight. We're taking a look at marvelous Marvin Hagler and Eugene Cyclone Hart from Philadelphia. Cyclone Hart has white trunks, and Marvin Hagler has on maroon trunks. He's a southpaw. Marvin Hagler's from Brockton, Massachusetts. He's originally from Newark, New Jersey. Trained at an 8th Street gym. And after the riot, his mother would send him up to Brockton, Massachusetts. He would be there, where he would do very well in the amateurs and be an outstanding pro.
They can be fickle at sometimes, these sports fans.
You betcha. Marvin Hagler in the dark trunks with 30 professional fights. Hart with 38, though both are the same age. The right hand catches Hart high in the forehead, doing no damage. Neither man has thrown a damaging punch yet. That's Hart missing with a right, and there's a pretty good left hand by Hagler. But Hart is able to shake it off. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first round. Hagler bobbing and weaving. I think it's Hart going in, taking him to the ropes, going to the body now. Getting 2 or 3 into the midsection, and they say keep him up. Hagler is southpaw. Right hand to the midsection by Hart. Hagler slips, but he's not down.
Oh, good jab by Marvin Hagler.
Gets off the ropes and out of trouble.
Marvin needs to continue with the jab. He has a beautiful, brilliant right hand jab. Because he's a southpaw.
Hart stalking his man. He's been the aggressor. But more of the aggressor here in the first round.
Now both men can punch. And Eugene Cyclone Hart is a very good puncher from Philadelphia.
It's interesting to note, Ralph, that he's fought twice here before.
But Marvin keeps his hands up nice and high. As you can see, he moves from side to side, upper body movement.
Controversial decision with
when he doubles up on his jab, he gives his problems to his opponents.
In March, Willie Monroe beat him, and according to Mr. Hagler, it was very convincingly that he did lose to Willie the Worm.
And both men have had their difficulties right here in Philadelphia in the last couple of years. We're trying to set the record straight tonight. We have about a half a minute to go in the round. There's a couple of good right hands. The lead by Hagler. And now Hart gets his man against the ropes, but Hagler gets clear of them. Wild right hand is missed. Hart in the dark trunks. With their Hagler in the dark trunks, Hart in the white. Exchanging blows in the far ropes, and there's the bell.
Now Hagler would spend some time
there would seem to be a lot of punches
in the pen.
Ralph, but I don't think too many.
That's where he would learn
glancing blows, a lot of air was hit, I would say, in that first round.
How to use his hands.
But I think both fighters, being in a must-win condition tonight, are probably a little bit cautious and want to feel each other out a little bit more.
I would have loved to have seen Marvin Hagler with Georgie Benton or Ruben Hurricane Carter. Those fights would have been very interesting.
Had a good year so far, Bobby. He's won all 3 fights. As we look at Hart, Hagler's won all 3 of it. There's the buzzer in the warning for the beginning of round number 2.
Hagler would have his most problems with the Philadelphia fighters. Bobby Boogaloo Watts, Willie the Worm Monroe.
Right hand lead by
Now he's in the ring with Eugene Cyclone Hart.
The flicking left counter by Hart.
That's one of the things that I respect with Marvin Hagler.
Hart with his back to you now.
Because he didn't turn down challenges. Came up the old school way.
Hagler. So of course he leads with that right hand.
Marvin's professional debut with a $50 paycheck.
Right jab again, comes up short. And Hart going after his man.
I can see now why he's called Cyclone. He's just going around in circles, chasing him all over the ring. He wants a piece of that Hagler.
They had men like James Scott,
Hagler got on a pretty good
Dwight Braxton,
there. And now again,
Ruben Hurricane Carter,
falling away from the punch.
Big Art Tucker,
Against the ropes.
all spend time and always stay prison.
But it seemed to steam Hagler up just a bit. Misses with the right hand jab. Hart crouching down low, but neither man able to land any real damaging blows here in the early going. Right jab by Hagler. Another stinging right.
Marvin would train in 8th Street Gym.
Left-hand lead, and that gets a big smile on Cyclone Hart's face.
But after the riots, he would be relocated
Hart
to Brockton, Massachusetts with the Petronelli brothers.
Except for an occasional
Marvin would have a brilliant amateur career.
move that he made early in this round in the far corner that almost got him in trouble.
That's an interesting ring.
But he would come up the hard way as a professional.
Hart, he let out kind of a little yell and a smile and
Oh, beautiful movement
a little different attitude.
Marvin Hagler would have. Look at that right jab. Outstanding.
Blows to the body there. Hart doing a lot of talking
And a lot of smiling.
So now you can be that happy out there when somebody's trying to knock your head off.
That's for darn sure.
Left hand lead by Hagler and a right jab.
Can you imagine some of your opponents with trophy fox smiling at him after he's knocked him around the right for a while?
Minute to go in round 2. Left hand lead by Hagler. Hagler the southpaw on the left of your screen. Left jab by Hart. A pretty good left hand to the body by Hagler. There in the far corner.
Cyclone Hart has on the white trunks and Marvin Hagler has on the maroon trunks.
Hart's landing is more flicking blows, more than a, it seems like Hagler's landed the only solid punches in these first 2 rounds. But Hart's thrown the most punches, but I can say he's not doing any damage.
Now he has Hagler in the corner, and Hagler doesn't like it there, so he gets out quickly. Comes the left-hand lead, but misses the mark, and a couple of good right jabs. One of them really found the mark. Now Hart gets Hagler in the corner. Hagler trying to punch his way out of it, and Hart trying to keep
Marvin Hart,
ending round 2.
Eugene Hart, could punch, as well as Marvin
One
Hagler.
of these rounds, I don't think, Bobby.
Like a referee, I guess. It's pretty tough. Both of them landed good punches, and both of them seem to be aggressive. I would think if you're going to rule a fight on just sheer aggressiveness, I would think that Eugene Hart was maybe a little bit more so, and Marvin Hagler was a little backpedaling a little bit more than there he is, Marvin Hagler, the Yul Brynner of the fight game.
Or Telly Savalas or Benny Briscoe. Take a lot of names nowadays that'll fill that balding bill. Hagler with 22 knockouts and Hart with 28, so both men can throw the big punches. We have not yet seen it from either man so far tonight. Neither man is marked, although I may see a slight mouse under the left eye of Marvin Hagler.
And he received a little extra coaching there in the corner.
I believe that is a scar from an old wound. Now that I look at it live. And here we
Maybe
go.
he shaved his eyebrows and cut himself
And
under the
missed.
shaving. Yeah.
A little bit low with the razor there. There's a right-hand jab by the left-handed Marvin Hagler. He's got a pretty good jab. There's a right hand and a couple of rights by Hagler getting in as he comes out aggressively now and then comes up with a left and he goes down. Eugene Cyclone Hart goes down from a left hand by Marvin
Beautiful
Hagler.
left hand thrown by Marvin Hagler.
They say stand up.
He also told him to be very, very careful. He was getting a little careless, they say, chasing Marvin Hagler around, but he landed a good left-right combination that surprised Cyclone Hart there.
And the Cyclone still has plenty of life in those legs as he's dancing out here. Hagler with a right to the back of the head. Hart on the left of your screen, Hagler on the right. A pair of middleweights, both 24 years old, both in need of a victory. 40 seconds remaining in round 3. Right hand jab by Hagler does not get in.
If this round fight goes any to the limit, he might be tiring near the end of the fight. Could prove disastrous for him. I think he's going to have to be a little more conservative and be a little more patient. Wait his chance.
His right hand there blocked by Hagler's glove. In the closing seconds of round 3, and a big round that is for Marvin Hagler as he drops Eugene Hart for the mandatory 8 counts. That's the first clear-cut round we've had the entire fight, with Marvin Hagler early in the first minute of the fight.
Right there. I think that's the one that hurt him. The right, he's down.
There's a right and a left. Again, they're being pretty much taken by Hagler's arms. But each man dishing out some punishment here. A couple of left-hand leads by Marvelous Marvin. He's going head hunting, and he's finding his mark. Hagler just pummeling the head of Cyclone Hart.
Nice 1-2 thrown by Marvin Hagler. And what he's doing, he's breaking down Eugene Cyclone Hart. Another good left hand.
Hart takes the right hand. 30 seconds to go in round 4. Again, the left.
Oh, good body punch thrown by Marvin Hagler. He gets him up against the ropes and he keeps him there.
Right uppercut.
Very nice uppercut thrown by Marvin Hagler.
Left hand is Hart, but
Marvin Hagler has nice combinations.
no laughing right now.
Gene Hart's going to hope for this bell to come soon, and he's only got about...
Oh, beautiful left hand thrown by Marvin
to
Hagler.
hang on here.
Best round of the fight overall.
Once again, Marvin Hagler's in the ring with Eugene Cyclone Hart from Philadelphia.
By Marvin Hagler. Laughing right now.
Gene Hart's going to hope for this bell to come soon, and he's only got about 15 seconds to go to hang on here.
Best round of the fight overall, as both men have dished out some punishment. The bulk of it again by Marvin Hagler. He lands a left and
Marvin
right after the bell.
receives a punch after the bell from Eugene Cyclone Hart.
Right and cheery mood 2 rounds ago. There's an angry young man right now.
I think, Ralph, that all those wild punches that were missing the mark in the first 2 or 3 rounds is starting to pay its toll now on Gene Hart, because he seemed to be an awful lot tired.
Again, Hagler backed up against the ropes. That clearly is Hart's strategy now, is to back his man into the corner. Left hand lands. Not with a whole lot of steam, though.
Gene Hart's getting the instruction from his corner here, Ralph, and they keep saying, go to the body, and they want him to keep punching, build up those points. You know, he's had 3 rounds taken away from warnings and penalization after the late blows after the bell had rung.
Hart seems to have gotten a little second wind, but is still a weary boxer. Both men tired a bit from that last round that was the fastest pace of the entire fight. We're in round 7, approaching the midway point of it. Hagler with his back to us. They exchange scoring blows. Hart in pursuit of his man. In the white trunks, Cyclone Hart. North Philadelphia in his 7th year as a pro. Still striving to get to the top rung of his sport. He badly needs a win tonight. Oh, 2 good right-hand jabs by Marvelous Marvin.
Hagler seems to be very confident right now, Ralph. You know, we got 3 more rounds, or 4 more counting this one, and he seems that he knows that he's in control of the fight just through these penalizations. But Cyclone Hart seems to be a very anxious fighter, and he just can't muster enough steam to get after him. Hart's guard has dropped considerably. You know, I know his corner wants him to keep those hands up high, and he's carrying them right around his waist, which leaves himself wide open for that quick jab of Marvelous Marvin.
Hagler still seems to be the stronger, the fresher of the 2.
All right, family, let's move on to another fight. Marvin Hagler and Cyclone Hart.
Waiting for the bell. It's 15 seconds away. A long 15 seconds for these 2 fellas, believe me. Hagler wants Hart to come after him. Hart wants to sit down for 60 seconds. He'll get to right about now.
Hart is out of gas.
Hart looks to the crowd, walks to the far ropes.
He can't even walk to his corner. He's exhausted.
I'm not even sure he's dead sure what's going on. He says he's okay, and his corner man shoves him into his corner. Not so happy. So I'll tell you,
there's a shot at
he's not
corner.
getting along with anybody.
Holy cow, he is a very upset young man. I think he went over there to kind of motion to the judges, but here he comes again. I think he's probably upset over the ruling when he took those 3 rounds away from him. This could probably run the telling effect now. He's very upset with referee Tom Reed right now. You can see him and his cornermen are trying to talk him into it.
They just say, do you want to fight or not? And Eugene,
They calls the fight off.
Very unhappy. And
Marvin Hagler is the winner.
Manager Jimmy Jacobs or trainer Sam Solomon, much less his opponent Marvin Hagler, and they're going to call it a fight and award it.
Hart retires on his stool. Marvin Hagler is the winner.
Unusual. I know he wasn't hurt or anything. I think he's just a very discouraged young man because of all his penalties that he did receive from the judges.
He was obviously a tired fighter, but not a hurt fighter. I don't know if he went over to the far side of the ring and says, I quit, or I'm going to quit. Maybe he did that.
That must be. He went over for something, and he just said to hell with it. I guess he just didn't want to fight. So
Eugene Cyclone Hart calls it quits after 8 rounds, not answering the bell for the 9th. And Marvin Hagler now waving the American flag as he walks around the ring, and here's Malcolm Ford for the final and official announcement. They're saying unable to answer the bell for the 9th round. I think unwilling is better put.
I guess they're going to rule that a TKO for Marvin Hagler. This is a very, I've never seen this happen before, Ralph, where a fighter, because he wasn't hurt at all by Marvin Hagler.
By my card, he actually won the 8th round. If not, it was certainly very, very close. No, it's a difficult one to figure.
It's very difficult one to figure here. I can't understand it. Maybe we can get some information later on, but he just said, that's it. Maybe he's a little bit disgusted with what we heard earlier when the referees took away the 3 rounds from him because of penalties and late hitting after the bell. But
I heard his handlers ask him if he wanted to go on and fight or not. And I thought they were really asking the question more figuratively than literally. They were obviously asking him literally, does he want to fight anymore? And he's still seated directly above us. And he'd had enough. He was too angry and too upset, and it's going to be a while, I would guess, before Cyclone Hart fights again in Philadelphia. They're going to have to take him on the road, as you suggested earlier.
I would think it's probably going to be a while before Cyclone Hart is even going to want to fight again. And he seems very discouraged and very upset with his cornermen. If he's going to fight, you would think that he might change handlers or something, but that is a very puzzling turn of events here tonight.
So it goes in the book as
Amazing.
the TKO with Eugene Cyclone Hart of Philadelphia.
I would say it would be one great accomplishment to knock out Vega because he has never been knocked out. In fact, he's never been down.
2 good jabs and right crossed over. By the way, Vega has not only never been knocked out, he's never been knocked down.
Now we're looking at Louis Vega and Sugar Ray Leonard's professional debut, 1977.
10-round fights, and
Vega is in the red,
Sugar Ray's in there with the man with
and Sugar Ray's in the white. This is his professional debut.
The picture that's on the sock, the left leg. Right hand by Sugar Ray.
that punch landed on the back of the head, Tommy, didn't do any damage.
That doesn't count?
Oh, no, I didn't say that. It does count, Tommy. But it was not a damaging punch.
That picture by
Clean right hand by Leonard there. Right on the button.
That picture on the left leg is Ray Jr. That is his 3.5-year-old son who is here in attendance and also on his father's cast as he moves. Round 1. Boy, 3 good jabs in a row.
Well, he's using his height and reach advantage for great use. Because let me tell you, he knows what he's got. He knows what he can take advantage of, and he's doing just that.
Ray Leonard is popping Vega with the jab.
Fighter's about 141 pounds, the junior welterweight division. Sugar Ray Leonard's first professional fight. And he could make about $38,000 with the gate proceeds plus the television guarantee and what have you. And the young boy that is here to see his father, Ray Charles Leonard Jr. Is that a cute little man? He says, Daddy will knock him out. Is what he
The body by Vega there.
Vega's got to get in close. If he stops falling in, he's really in trouble.
Well, he's got to stay on top of Leonard to do anything.
10 seconds left now. End of round one. His first professional round. Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm speaking of.
Better read. Hey, that gives him a lot of credit for that. At the end of the last round, Vega started doing what he's going to have to do to even be in this fight. Stay on top of Sugar Ray. But he just got hit a beautiful right uppercut. Might discourage him as to what I was saying to do.
Boy, I tell you, Sugar Ray is quick. Those hands are really fast.
Let me tell you something right now. He's looking better than he did any evidence right now. He's looking like he's already learned how to be a pro.
Well, he moves in and out very well, doesn't he, Jerry?
That he does, and he's throwing the right kind of punches.
Toro Vega now, by the way, has 14 wins, 6 knockouts, 3 draws, and they said a multitude of bad decisions. The guy doesn't seem to get the judges' vote.
Well, he always seems like he has to go to the other man's ballpark, as he is doing right here.
And that's what Sugar Ray Leonard said. He said, I want to fight in my hometown and have my people there, and they're all here, 8,000 of them.
He's showing us his massive array of punches, and he's just doing a beautiful job right now.
He'll come under with the bolo. He'll throw the uppercut from the bolo once in a while. I saw him in Mexico City do that.
I'll tell you, I won't underrate Vega at all, because this man is going to be here.
He doesn't seem to worry about anything except the paycheck, and he's still mad about that. Sugar Ray's going to get more than he is.
Get more, without question.
Oh, a super exchange and combination by Sugar Ray Leonard. Look at this.
Throwing some wicked shots, but nothing is doing any damage at all to Vega. That's a beautiful left uppercut right hand by Sugar Ray. He's a pretty fighter.
5-point bus system in the state of Maryland. Two judges in the referee. That's the key. You also have a vote.
What do you do with a guy that keeps coming at you, Tommy? Every time you hit him or something, nothing happens.
There's the Sugar Ray flurry. Left and right so fast you can't call him. Well, the crowd goes crazy when he gives a moving.
That they do.
Ray's trying to put on a hometown show.
This guy's giving him a lot of good moments.
Angelo Dundee is his...
Sugar Ray Leonard's professional debut, 1977. Ray's in the white trunks,
He's got good people directing
and
his-
Vega is in the red trunks. That's his opponent.
Everybody knows Angelo. He works for Muhammad Ali.
Round number 2, and Sugar Ray still scoring at will, but Toro Vega hasn't backed off, and he's still in there. He'll be there, sure.
He hasn't taken a backward step yet.
About 10 seconds left now in round number 2. Remember, this is a 6-rounder, and it's the main event because of Sugar Ray Leonard, and he is something to watch. And he's taller than Toro Vega at 5'7". There, Mr. and Mrs. Leonard. That's the reason Sugar Ray is fighting, because his dad just isn't feeling very good and cannot work 12-hour-a-day shifts any longer. And Sugar Ray said, I got to take care of my folks.
Hey, man, I love that. That's great. You only have one mom and pop, and this guy wants to take care of him, and that's something everybody in the whole nation can watch him and appreciate what he's doing it for.
Sugar Ray just explained a little bit. Toro Vega goes into a combination, 2 left and 2 right.
And you see the look of amazement on Leonard's face. He said, hey, this guy's standing up. It surprised him. That was a very good right uppercut. It just still didn't seem to bother Vega.
Oh, he has proven too. In there, hitting and then getting away and moving. There's a flurry again.
He is a beautiful boxer. Let me tell you something. He didn't want to be a professional fighter at all. After he won the Olympics, he said, I've done everything in boxing that I want to do. I am not going to turn pro. When his dad got sick and couldn't work anymore, he said, I know how to take care of my pop, and I'm going to turn professional, and I'm going to take care of my mom and pop, and they won't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh, I love it. And he's out there now in his 3rd round. He looks awfully fresh. He doesn't look like that 4th round barrier that the amateur has to move through to become a pro instead of Hagler.
No, it doesn't.
Oh! Good right hand uppercut. Another uppercut. And Vega's right after it.
Sugar Ray, he's amazed.
Less than 10 seconds in round 3, and Sugar Ray said, come on in here. My corner. My fight, my pound. Maybe the whole list of the finest one he's ever worked with.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. He's made a fantastic change already from amateur to pro in his abilities, as I've exchange today. He reminded me so much of Ali, even in his expression, the way he had his mouth open telling Vega to come to him over there.
You're right. It looked like a miniature Muhammad Ali. Sugar Ray Leonard's 4th round. He's never gone this far or in the boxing ring before. Oh, it's a hungry.
And he has good shot. We're going to find out whether Vega can stand up under this kind of punishment. He's never been down in his career, but I think he may go down in this one.
He's got the left eye puffed up. Vega's left eye is red and swelling.
Oh, he hit him on the break, but that was not intentional, just an accident.
And Vega keeps coming right in. This time, Toro Vega holds on.
Sugar Ray just looked at me and said he's going to fall.
4th round action. His first fight, but not his last. Oh, we're going to see this young man for quite a while. What a classy operator. Vega's hurt and holding on.
There's no question about it. He's kind of wobbly out there.
Never been knocked down, never been knocked out. He's been stopped by a few good ones like Monaco the last time out. And I'll tell you, Sugar Ray has hit him 100 good ones.
Well, that shows the perseverance of Louis Vega because he doesn't have to stay in there, but he wants to prove that, hey, I have a right to be in here with this guy.
Sugar Ray Leonard will be with us in San Juan next week for De Jesus' fight down there.
That's going to be fine. He's going to be on the other side of the ring again.
He's looking to the body now as Vega tries to tie him up. Sugar Ray wants to do it in his 4th round. That's the uppercut, the bolo, and the left hook.
Hook, too. Allen stunned Vega. There's no question in my mind about it. Here's that gutty little fighter, though.
He isn't going anywhere. He came to Baltimore to fight, and Sugar Ray's making sure of that.
Another good left hook.
He's had some movie offers already, but I'd like to see him become a good boxer first and then worry about the movies later.
I agree with you. You know, you can't push a guy into everything because it'll take his mind away from the thing that got him where he's at right now.
The blood is from the left eyelid of Toro Vega. We'll see how badly it's cut when he gets back to his corner. If he makes it
Good left hook again by Sugar Ray. But he doesn't seem to right into the side of the head. That hurt him more than anything in this fight yet.
oh, he really throws that hook cleanly, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Ray's trying to go for the knockout.
Sugar Ray Leonard, the closing seconds of round number 4. 15 seconds.
Vega said, I don't think so.
Really had his problems in round 4.
Welcome to the
He's
professionals.
right in there, Tommy.
Round 4 is almost history, I'll tell you. I can't wait for number 5. Round 5, and we're in the hope you are. Sugar Ray Leonard's debut, with about 38,000 going home to the Leonard family. You can't knock success.
No, you can't. Everybody saw him in the Montreal Olympics. You know, he did an awful lot of moving and boxing that way. Now he's showing that he doesn't have to do all the moving. He's got the power. He's standing right in front of the man and being a professional with his boxing abilities.
And you know, in amateur tournaments like the Olympics or the Pan Am Games, you're fighting every day, and if you have a sore hand, it gets you sore the next day just more so, you know?
Well, he won't have to fight every day anymore.
About once a month, Dundee would like to get him in with tough people and not get him along too fast, but with the right kind of competition. No pushovers. And I'll tell you, Toro Vega is going to stay upright when it kills us, right?
Oh, you know that. I'll tell you, for $38,000 a month, I may come back.
Worry against Sugar Ray Leonard. I'd buy a ticket to see him.
You would, huh? Well, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't fight him.
Let's watch the fast hands, and once in a while when you catch the feet, and boy, they're blurs. He moves. Look at that.
He is cat quick.
Baltimore's last big fight was in 1962. Leonard would have been 2 years old when Joey Jardello came down here and opened this center here.
Everybody remembers Joey, middleweight champion of the world.
That's right. These are welterweights, junior welters, 141 apiece. Sugar Ray Leonard has to be ahead on everybody's card.
No doubt about it, and just think of the future this kid has in boxing if he wants to continue.
Or maybe in broadcasting. We'll find out next week. We'll pick his mind.
We're going to do a job on him next week, Tommy. He knows he can't be beaten out there. We're going to talk to him.
About 40 seconds professional fight, and he wants a knockout. He would like to have a knockout.
He would like it, but this guy's not going to sit down for him. He's never been down before.
Another uppercut with the right hand. That would miss.
He's ripping shots, but this guy's not going anywhere.
Oh, Vega stays right in there, but Sugar Ray let him have everything he had. And that's the end of it.
Leonard is very upset he didn't get the knockout. Vega wasn't going to be knocked out. Had nothing to do with winning. He was not going to be knocked out today.